This evening, we have a federal appeals court ruling that leave a block on parts of a mail ballot executive order in place. New legal complaints over the Section 301 tariffs, and an announced Saudi coalition response after reported Houthi attacks. This is no spins, just news for Saturday, July 25th. First, a federal appeals court has denied the administration's request to put parts of its mail ballot executive order into effect while the appeal continues. Reuters reports the First Circuit's decision applies in 23 plaintiff states. The First Circuit denied a request to lift a June injunction issued by U.S. District Judge Indira Talwani. That lower court had barred implementation of key portions of the order for this election cycle in the plaintiff states. The current appellate action is about whether that injunction remains in place during the case. It is not a final decision on the full appeal. The administration asked the appeals court for a stay. A stay would have allowed the challenge provisions to operate while the court reviewed the merits. Reuters reports the court declined that request. The lower court block, therefore, remains in effect in the states covered by the case, unless a later court action changes it. The latest order does not create a new national voting rule, decide every legal challenge to the executive order, or end the appeal. The June District Court ruling said the challenge provisions were beyond presidential authority and unconstitutional. The administration can continue pursuing its appeal and could seek further review. Second, two groups of small businesses have filed new lawsuits challenging the Section 301 tariffs that took effect after the earlier temporary levies expired. The Associated Press reports that Learning Resources and several other businesses filed one of the cases in the U.S. Court of International Trade. AP also reports a second complaint was filed by other small businesses. Associated Press and Reuters described the new tariff program as using Section 301 and as covering dozens of trading partners. That tariff framework was already covered in earlier reports. The material new development today is the filing of the additional legal challenges. The lawsuits challenge whether the government followed the requirements of the trade law in making country-specific findings and choosing the remedy. Those are the plaintiffs' legal arguments, not findings by the court. The government has not yet obtained a ruling in either new case. The case has just begun. A complaint alone does not cancel a tariff, award refunds, or establish that the plaintiffs are right. The next verifiable steps are docketed government responses, any requests for emergency relief, and court orders. Finally, reporting from Reuters says Yemen's Houthi movement fired at Saudi oil installations in 2 Red Sea ports. Reuters attributes the claimed successful strikes to the Houthis. It also reports that the group described the targets as Saudi Aramco sites. The claims and reported attacks should not be treated as independently confirmed damage assessments in this report. The Saudi press agency says the Saudi-led coalition announced what it called a proportionate military response against Houthi targets in Hodeidah after an attack on commercial vessels in the Red Sea. The coalition statement says Hodeidah port was not targeted and says the ports remained open to maritime navigation. Those are official coalition statements. Reuters also reported that the United States did not launch airstrikes on Iran for the first night in 2 weeks. Separate reporting described U.S. military strikes later in the day. Because those accounts concern different time windows and operations, this report does not turn them into a single conclusion about the current military posture. The short version is that the reported Houthi attacks, the coalition response, and the wider regional fighting remain fast-moving. What is confirmed here is the coalition's public announcement and the Reuters account of the Houthi claims. Details about actual damage, additional operations, and wider effects require further verification. What to watch next? Further court filings in the mail ballot and tariff cases, any official responses from the parties, and independently confirmed information about the Red Sea attacks and regional military operations. Complete direct source links are in the description. If this report helped, smash the like button, share this video, and subscribe. Thank you for watching No Spins, Just News.